What up, guys? It's your girl ManicMeeks, and I am here to talk about Demon Slayer Mugen Train. I don't know what the rest of it's called. What's the full title? Because I don't know. I was just Demon Slayer movie was what I was looking for the past damn near year. Hold on, let me actually, pull this up situationally. What is the full? Wow, I just want the title. Thank you. I do appreciate you. Oh, it is. It is Mugen Train. Yes. So, that released in the US Friday. It started on Friday, but I'm here to tell you guys about my experience, my thoughts, my thingings, my things, if you will, about the movie. But first things first, if you're enjoying any content on my channel, I got gameplays, reviews, reactions, and other content. So go ahead and subscribe, because that bitch is free. You know what I'm saying? It is free. Subscribe, ho, subscribe. I do all types of things over here. Okay. So I rarely do reviews because I don't talk about movies non-spoilery. I can't. So this is your only warning. If you have not seen it, do not click this video expecting me to be vague. I am going to tell you the rooter to the tutor. I'm going to tell you the beginning and the end. I'm going to try to, as much as I can, because I only saw it once. That's the problem. I wish it would have allowed it to be in theaters and streamed at least like maybe like a month, not even a month in the theater, like 2 weeks in the theater and then stream so I could watch it again or some shit like that. But they don't allow you to do that. So I'm going off of just seeing it one time. Okay, so first things first, I saw the movie in a theater, of course, in a theater, but I also rented the whole theater. Here's the thing. I didn't want to be in the theater with a bunch of people. I didn't know how this was going to work. I didn't know how they were going to try to space out people. I didn't want to have to worry about that. I wanted to go with my friends. So I rented a theater, and I had, how many people? Wait, it was like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 people? I had 13 people in the theater. I think it was 13. Yeah, I'm gonna say 13 people. Rented out a whole theater. I was gonna try to do AMC, but AMC did not have it up for theater rental. And even if it did, it would be considered like an A-list movie and would have been $250. But I went to Cinemark and it was $150, okay? So it was $150 to rent a whole theater to watch this movie, and it was worth every penny of that, okay? So first things first, what I want to talk about first about the movie. First things first, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Seeing as they were able to put this whole arc in one movie, it seems at times that it was squished a bit, but I understand them not wanting to take the time to do it as an anime for television, because it would just been like, honestly, it would have been like 8 episodes at the most, 8 episodes. So I understand that, but the upside for them choosing to do it in the movie is we got that crisped ass cleaned animations. They put the money. You saw where the money went. You saw the money. Oh yeah, and I saw the movie in dubbed because one, there are some people who are only dub watchers, and they're like, well, I don't want to, not watch it. They wanted to watch it in what they wanted, and I didn't give a shit. I don't care. I like the voices of either or, but it didn't mind me none. So we did end up watching it in dub, and I will tell you what. Like I don't even know where to start. This is why I don't like doing movie reviews, because I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Okay, let's talk about the story. When I told y'all it was spoilers, I mean this is fucking spoilers. Dude, I'm finna spoil right motherfucking now. Right now I'm finna spoil. Okay, so pretty much, you know the drill. They got on the train. They're supposed to meet up with Ringoku on the train so they can investigate what the hell is going on. The guys didn't really know about the train. They just knew that it was a point to get to point A to point B. It's like, okay, we got to get on the train. Cool. Ringoku knew he was there for some business, and he knew he was there to get the shit popping and crack-a-lacking. And so he was waiting on them. They all got on the train. It was real cute. Freaking Inosuke with the damn him in that fucking train. He was like, bitch, I'm inside this beast. I need to fuck it up for a real one. I need to go outside and race this bitch. Like, sit down, sir. Sit down, please. Sit down, sir. Have several seats. But we got to see a little comedy in this section where they were just meeting up with Ringoku, and his ass after every single bite of food was like, tasty. Like, bro, who's tasty? Tasty. Why do you keep saying tasty? If the food is delicious, it's going to be delicious every single bite, and you're taking like 90 bites because you got like 48 trays. What's happening, sir? But it was really funny. It was really light. It was really airy. And you knew something was getting ready to pop off, but you couldn't quite pinpoint it. The conductor was looking all mangly. He was looking all sickly in the chest. He had bird chest and no cheeks. And you know that he was looking sick. He was paler than everybody else, which is, you know, that says a lot because they like to draw people pale. But that dude was pale. He was like blue pale. Usually he was like death or dying. And he punched everybody's tickets, and everybody sat down and was like, yeah, let's enjoy this train ride. And everybody went to sleep, and that's when shit got crack-a-lackin'. So pretty much the bad guy was I think he was number 6, because I believe that Muzan got rid of all of the lower half and only left 1, and that was number 6. So number 6 was in charge of the train, and he had the powers to put people to sleep, manipulate their dreams, kill them in their dreams, and absorb their soulness and keep it pushing, which helped grow his power. So he was eating people like this for a little bit before the Demon Slayer situationals found out. So he was like, yeah, so this is what we're going to do. I know that, you know, things aren't going to be running as smoothly because we got some Demon Slayers on the train. So now what's going to happen is you're going to follow my instructions. He was like a disembodied hand because he was all the way at the front in the front car, chilling and maxing and relaxing. So he was like, you know what? Here's the deal. I want these little kitties to tie themselves to the sleeping demon slayers to infiltrate the nice, pretty dreams that, you know, I give them. Find their core, find their center soul, and bust that shit up. Okay? Cool. Cool. So he had these kids tie themselves to him. They did that. They were in their dreams. We got to see what the dreams were. Of course, you know, Tanjiro got to see his family. And the way the dreams worked is that he projected them to show what they really wanted. And it looked real. It was like a sleep cycle. He went to sleep, woke up, did something the next morning, went to sleep, woke up, did something different. But while he was in his dream, he saw his family. He was really emotional. But Nezuko wasn't there, of course, because she's not dead. And she's also not dreaming because she's in a box on his back, okay? She's in the backpack. So he's trying to figure out what in the hell is going on. And he starts to realize that my sister's not here. Nezuko's not here. Where's Nezuko, y'all? So he's asking the little dream siblings, and they're like, oh, she's outside picking beans in the forest. And he was like, bitch, she's in the forest? Oh, hell no. Because, you know, he's thinking Nezuko, she's a demon. She can't be out there in the sun in the broad daylight picking anything in the grass. Her ass would be grass. So he was like, no. And then he realized something was off, but he couldn't shake himself out of it. And all the while, the guy is infiltrating into his core, following the instructions, saying, hey, go back into the wall. Keep going until you hit something, cut through it. Then you go through that thing. And that's where their true soul center is. You know what I'm saying? That's where all that is. So that was Tanjiro's dream. And then we have Rengoku's dream, which was, man, Ringoku, his dad was garbage. It was pretty much a flashback to him deciding to be a demon slayer and making himself earning the title of Hashira. And he expected his dad to be proud of him. And his dad was like, bitch, that ain't shit. And his feelings was hurt. And he was like, okay, you know what? You might not think it's shit, but it's shit to me. You know what I'm saying? It's my shit. It's the shit I want to do. And I'm going to be excited. And he was talking to his brother like, don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't let nobody steal your goals. Go for what you want to go for. It's my job to provide that for you. And I'm going to do that. Bet. And so that was his. But the little girl in his dream, actually, when she broke through to his inner self, that shit was all fire. And the mistake she made with his ass is that he was still conscious, kind of. And she went to go kill his fire core, which is like a giant sun. And he yoinked her ass up in real life, still asleep. He had the good stranglehold on her. He was like, yak, got her ass. And so that's where they were. She couldn't, you know, complete her mission because she was yoinked up in real life. So Zenitsu's dream was, of course, him running through the field with Nezuko. You know, I was cackling. That was really funny. His dream was really funny and really creepy. And the guy was like, man, this dude is weird. I'm just going to go over here and find this. And I'm going to try to get his core. See, I just got through watching some clips of Black Lady sketch show. A C. So a C, everybody knows who watches the show that Zenitsu turns into a straight beast when he's unconscious. And so this guy, or the little kid, had broke through, was trying to find his core, but it was completely dark. And in that darkness was a creepy ass alert Zenitsu like, bitch, what you doing here? Bitch, what you doing here? Why are you in my spot? You know what I'm gonna do to you? I'm gonna kill your ass. He went into the darkness, came back, I'm gonna kill your ass. And so he was not able to find his core because Zenitsu is wired differently, you know? He is wired because he has that conscious level and then his unconscious conscious where he's able to interact and turn into that lightning user that fucks shits up. You know what I'm saying? And so there's no way to figure out where his core is. And then with with Inosuke, he was just, you know, playing around, being the leader of the band, had everybody in their rabbits and raccoons and bunny outfits playing and shit. And the little girl thought that she was going to run up in there and try to get Inosuke's center too. But Inosuke is literally that beast. And so he noticed her in there and ran up on her like, what is you doing, dog? And this is all happening while people are asleep. And the only person who is up at this point in time is Nezuko, because she popped out the box like, bitch, what's happening? Bitch, what's going on? Why are y'all asleep? Who is these little kids tied to you? Tanjiro, is you okay? And so she kept trying to wake him up, ended up busting her little face open, and that started the bleeds. And Tanjiro's good sense of smell could smell the bleeds. So he was like, I smell my sister bleeding. Why the fuck is my sister bleeding? Why is Nezuko bleeding? Nezuko's bleeding because she's hurt. If she's hurt, that means I gotta go to her. I can't go to her if I'm asleep and stuck in this bitch. So you know what I'm gonna do? Get the fuck out of here. And he did. In order for him to wake himself up, he killed himself in his sleep. Or in his sleep dream. And that woke him up. And so he was able to see that Nezuko was trying to wake people up. He saw everybody asleep. He was like, what in the hell is going on? Why is everybody's t-shirt way too damn long? And he was able to, I think Nezuko burned the ropes of everybody who was sleeping, but they still couldn't be woken up. And so he was like, I got to figure out what the fuck is going on. So he hopped up on the top of the train and figured out what was going on. He was like, I smell this demon through and through. I can't believe I didn't smell it before. Why didn't I smell it before? And he had the confrontation with the demon, and it was like, oh, bitch, good morning. Why are you awake? You know what I'm saying? Why are you awake? And the fighting ensues. So this is where the animation turned up to 11 Spinal Tap. Just crank that bitch up. It was just really cool how they had Tanjiro fighting him, because at first it just looked like it was a regular fight, but he kept growing things back. And you know how strong a demon is. They're able to heal quickly. The stronger they are, the more quickly they are to heal. That's the words I was trying to say. And so I can't remember who woke up or how they all woke up, but Ringoku woke up next, I believe, and then it was Inosuke, and I don't think Zenitsu woke up at all. I think he was still asleep. But the battle ensued because he was like, y'all supposed to be asleep. This is some bull and some shit. I can't do what I need to do and eat these people if y'all up and awake. So they were fighting. A lot of great shit happened. A lot of cool shit happened. A lot of revelations, okay? Tanjiro was just using the, oh my God, what was it called? The Hinokami, like off rip. He was like, you do this, Inosuke, and you do this, and you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna hit the Hinokami. And I was like, so you could just pull the Hinokami out whenever you want to? Oh, so you turned into that nigga? Oh, did you, sir? Okay, cool. But what they didn't know while they were fighting him is that this demon wasn't the form in front of them. Because they cut off, Tanjiro cut off his head, and they were just like, what the hell's happening, Captain? What's happening? And he told them like, hey, guess what? Bitch, you cut off my head, but clearly I'm not dead because I am the train, bitch. I am the train. That's me. That's me right there. You know what I'm saying? So they had to figure out a way to reach the front of the train to get to the meaty section of this dude and actually cut off his head, since the guy was technically the train. And it was just, this was amazing. Like this is at this point, I'm now towards the middle tail end of the movie, like the middle to like the last act beginning, right up in there. That's all that was. And then the end, he died really quickly, but it was epically. It was very epic that he died. And now here's where people were like, it's so sad, and I cried, and I didn't cry, not nan one bitters, okay? I didn't cry at all. It was really good, and it was very heartfelt scene, but I didn't cry. So after they did all they could and were finally able to cut this dude's head the fuck off and crash the train pretty much, they were in recovery mode. Tanjiro was really injured. Inosuke was trying to get people from underneath the train. Ringoku was trying to get people from out of the train. And then he realized that, you know, while they were doing this, it was still kind of like right before dawn. So dawn hadn't, like the sun hadn't come all the way up yet, but they were trying to rescue people off the train. And then Ringoku was like, oh, bitch, somebody is here. And we got to see number 3. Y'all, number 3? Number 3? Him's a problem. Him's a problem. And then we had this last epic fight between him and Ringoku. Let me tell you what, Ringoku, when I say this man gave everything he had and he almost beat him, woo, it was so good. I know I'm giving a lot of the plot points away. I told you I was going to spoil shit. So if you're still watching this, if you haven't synced this, you're crazy. You're crazy if you're still watching this and you haven't seen this. Don't watch me. Go watch the movie. I'm telling everything. I'm telling everybody's business. That's my job, okay? But the Ringoku fight was clearly meant to be the pinnacle of animation in this movie, and it was. There are no words that I can, like, there are no words that I have in my body, in my repertoire, in my vocabulary that could describe the magnificence of this man's effort, okay? And it was drawn so beautifully. Oh my gosh. And this is why I'm really sad that it's just in the theaters right now, because I woke up this morning and I wanted to watch it again, but I couldn't. I'm sad. But at the end of the fight, you know what happens. You know what happens at the end of the fight. Ringoku is no more. My poor baby boy. He tried so hard to do. He had the dude's arm in his stomach. He had a cut on his face. He had a broken ribs. He was torn the fuck up. But he kept fighting. He kept fighting until the sun came up and the dude had to run. Because he was like, at this point, the guy was like, oh my gosh, you're going to die. Why don't you become a demon? At first, I thought they were going to change him into a demon and I was going to be real pissed. But they didn't. They kept him human and he was just fighting his little heart out. And that guy was like, yo, I still want to fight you. But wait, bitch, is that the sun? Is it getting light? Oh, hell no. I got to go. Here, time out. Tap out. Tap out. Somebody else tap in. But Ringoku would not let his ass go. Like, he had him internally stuck and externally stuck. Even as he was trying to pull away, Ringoku held on. Ooh, he was so close to killing him. And he kept hitting that sword into his neck. Oh, it was so good. So good. But unfortunately, when Inosuke and a very, very injured Tanjiro tried to jump in and help him, he just ripped off his shit and ran into the forest. And here's where I get mad at Tanjiro. How dare you? Okay, how dare you? How dare you? He threw his sword. Bitch, he threw that sword. He threw that sword. Okay? He threw that sword into that demon as he was running away. And now you ain't got no sword. Where's your Nichiren blade? In the back of that dude. Over there. In the forest. in the forest away from you. Now what? So now he's probably going to have another sword made again. And the swordsman is going to be pissed at him again. And then we have the death of Ringoku. Ringoku broke his sword on this man. And so his crow cried. And the crows spread the word that Ringoku was no more. He gave it all he had. And he died to the number 3 demon. And it was sad. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's dead. I can't believe he's dead. And Giyu was like, oh, for real? Damn. Damn, dog. But what they're doing is giving Tanjiro more fire. More fire. But he also imparted on him before he died that he needs to go to his house where his father is, because his father was studying notes about being a flame Hashira, and Ringoku never looked at him at all. He never looked at them at all. And he said there might be some information about your father or about the Hinokami being turned into a sword style in those notes, and to good luck, because that's it. And it was a really touching scene with Ringoku talking to his dead mom. Was like, did I do well? Yeah, boy, you did. You did good. You did good. And he was like, okay, mommy. Okay. And it was sad. It was sad, but not sad enough for me to cry. Like, if they were to give, like, I wasn't invested in Ringoku as much. I cared, but it wasn't like if one of the 3 had died. You know what I'm saying? If one of them had died, I'd be like, why? And it would have ugly cried. But I knew Ringoku was not going to make it out of there alive. I don't read the manga, but I just knew it. The way they were setting it up to be Ringoku, Ringoku. And I was like, Ringoku's going to die, ain't he? Okay, cool. Cool. But other than that, that's the movie. When I told you I was going to spoil the movie, I spoiled the movie in 20 minutes. All of it. Every bit of it. And I'm really excited. When I tell you guys the animation was crisp, it was crisped with a T. It was beautifully drawn, beautifully animated. The voice actors did such a good job, especially listening to the dub, because people complain about dub all the time. Like, listen, dub is not as bad as it used to be. Let's not get it twisted ever. Ever. People who still complain about the dubs are referencing dubs that were like 20 years ago. People forget the 90s was 20 years ago. Like, bruh, that's what you're referencing. You're not referencing anything from the last couple of years. And they did a really good job. But yeah, I mean, if you want a rating from me, an overall rating of the movie, the animation, the action, the story, the feels, I give it an 8. I give it a solid 8, only because I wasn't as invested as in Ringoku's death. That's the only thing that really hurt the feel situation. But other than that, it was such a good movie. If you have not seen it, why did you watch my whole review talking about this movie? Why? You ruined it for yourself. You played yourself. That's what you did. You played yourself. I told you, spoiler review is probably going to be in my title in all caps, okay? Spoiler review is going to be in all caps on the thumbnail. Spoiler review, reviewing the spoilers, okay? That's what I do. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I recommend people to go see it. I mean, Mortal Kombat and this were knocked out of the park for me. I'm really excited, and I'm really happy, and I can't wait for season 2 of this. I can't wait for season 2 of Demon Slayer, because they're going to pick right back up where they left off, and they're going to give me everything I need, and they're going to give me what they got for a pork chop, and I'm ready. Okay, cool. So on that note, guys, thanks for listening to me to talk almost 25 minutes about Demon Slayer. It was really great. I really enjoyed it. I had a blast. The theater rental was smooth. It was great. It was fun. It was a lot of friends. I miss people. I miss the world. And yeah, that is it. So on that note, guys, thank you for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble about Demon Slayer and tell you the whole entire plot all over again. I'm okay with that if you're okay with that. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye! I told you I'm gonna talk my shit. You're not gonna tell me what to do. That's why I said motherfucking spoiler.